WBA welterweight champion Keith Thurman says that he will take care of Danny Garcia if and when they meet in a boxing ring, because previously, in his own words, he has taken care of other fighters who come from these father and son trainer-fighter relationships. I'm going to quote him directly here. He said, "Let me put it this way. Guerrero, father-son combination, got rid of him. Porter, father-son combination, got rid of him. Okay? If you're a daddy's boy, come see me, boy. Come on, man. I got this." All right, that's coming from Keith Thurman. Now, Steven Espinoza, who is the bigwig at Showtime Boxing, he says that a Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia unification could take place in early 2017. Now, we know that Keith Thurman is an Al Haymon fighter. We know that Danny Garcia is an Al Haymon fighter. So, I don't see why the fight wouldn't be able to take place. Keith Thurman already fought Sean Porter, another Al Haymon fighter, in a classic match a few weeks ago. So, I think this is the logical next step. And I definitely look forward to it. Who do you think would win a fight between Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia? Now, Keith Thurman does have a mandatory obligation before that fight can go ahead, which is against David Anavesian, I believe you pronounce his name. And Danny Garcia potentially also has a mandatory obligation against Amir Khan, if Khan does in fact exercise that mandatory situation. If he does decide to enforce his mandatory status, then he'll be able to fight Danny Garcia. So we have to find out what's going to happen there with the mandatories of both men. But if those two things get taken care of, I personally think it's very realistic in terms of having this fight in early 2017. I think that's very, very realistic. Certainly within the first 4 months of 2017, yep, I could see it happening. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but I think it's a realistic idea that we could have these two guys fighting in that time frame. Again, who do you think would win? How do you see the fight going? Would it be a classic like Thurman Porter? I doubt it. I don't think stylistically they clash in a good way as much as Thurman and Porter do. Garcia is more of a patient type fighter. He's not really a pressure guy. He waits and tries to time you with his hook. And he can fight on the back foot if need be as well. Personally, I would favor Keith Thurman in that fight, but Danny Garcia's left hook is no joke. But I would favor Thurman. I think Thurman is quicker, particularly with his feet. According to Robert Guerrero, he's a much harder puncher than Danny Garcia. Robert Guerrero's been in the ring with both of them. Robert Guerrero actually said that Keith Thurman's jab was as hard as Danny Garcia's right hand, if not harder. To be fair to Garcia, though, he was fighting on the back foot for the majority of that fight. Maybe that took some of his power away. I don't know. Let me know how you feel about everything I talked about in this video, people. It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.